Kenny's always just helped me out in any way he could, and he's going to be missed by a lot of people. He taught a lot of kids about car passion, and just can't thank him enough for that.
We'd like to dedicate this video to Joe Kennedy and his friends and family. We'd also like to thank Payson High School administration for allowing us to steal some of your students today.
We'd also like to thank Payson Police Department for blocking off the intersections and making sure that we could all get to where we were going safely. You guys did a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
Mrs. Kennedy, we'd just like to say that Joe had the deepest impact on all of us, and he's left his mark on our minds and in our hearts. The world got a little bit darker without Joe.
I can never once remember a time in my 3 years coming here to Payson High School that anyone would ever say that they did not like Joe.
So Joe was one of those teachers that most people just showed up to school just to see, myself included. I spent a lot of time in that shop. Joe was one of my most favorite teachers. I think my favorite memory with Joe was we borrowed an old Chevy truck that was in there and did some stupid stuff in the back parking lot. And I was the unfortunate guy that had to pull the truck back in the shop. And Kennedy was standing there with a wrench in hand and told me to get the hell out of the shop, and had a big old smile on his face though, and I'll never forget that day.
You know, that's one thing about Joe is he really liked to make fun of people. He really did. He liked to joke and make everybody laugh. But, you know, you can never take it seriously or take it personally because that was just Joe. He always liked to crack jokes, and he never intended to ever hurt anybody. It was all fun and games. And I personally never even enrolled in any of Joe's classes. But I remember the first time I met Joe, I came into his auto shop, and he made fun of me for cutting my finger off. His favorite thing to call me was 9 3/4. And after that day, kind of sort of got a feel for him. And if I wasn't in my classes, you could catch me in the auto shop because I just loved to be around him. He had a bright spirit about him, and he always knew how to make you smile. He also had a very good way of connecting with students. You know, you walk through the high school and you've got categories of people everywhere. I mean, you've got nerds, you've got jocks, you've got geeks, you've got every single category. And you would catch everybody down in the auto shop because Joe would make friends with everyone. He was just friends with everybody. He didn't have a problem with anyone, and he was always willing to help you learn in your own way. And he was always there to help. He really was something else.
Yeah, a lot of the kids that I graduated in 17 are now mechanics, and that's purely because Joe was our shop teacher. You know, if you had a question about something was kicking your butt, you know, you'd ask Joe, and he'd be like, oh, well, you know, show you how to do it, point out the steps, you know, and he never just kind of brush you off or give you the cold shoulder or say, look it up on the internet. No, he was always right there telling you step by step how to do it correctly, and, you know, not break anything.
We just like to, lastly, we would like to thank Miss Kennedy and the family for being so open and willing to allow us to participate in the funeral and to be able to express our love and our gratitude towards him and his family.
Joe's memory will live on in our hearts forever.